If you make it, they will come.
So we are testing right now to see how we sound currently before we send.
We're kind of ripping it right now.
We're live.
But are we gonna wait a little bit before we send the text out?
Yeah. We're gonna
essentially.
I'm gonna bring it up on my phone and put in an earbud. I mean, we fiddled with as long as we can hear ourselves. We've fiddled with like as many frickin'
things that we possibly could do.
Can, right? Like,
yeah, at this point, it's just we put in the work. Now
we've gone back and
fall
forth.
Back.
Handheld.
Videos.
Stand. What's our official channel called?
TRPW.
Where we've uploaded all these.
But I just started a new one called.
How can our viewers and fans watch all of our videos? Because I got to be honest, I've tried to find us on YouTube and it's been a little difficult.
We're probably being shadow banned for our edgy stuff, dude.
Here, you got to.
Okay, we're going live. It says. Okay, live show up 3. Here we go.
And we're live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to DRPW Studios. This is the 118 West Show.
I just sent you a link
Perfect.
to the YouTube page.
Perfect. Got the like and subscribe. Welcome to DRPW.
Oh, it works, right?
This is the 118.
All right. Can you hear me on the headphones too?
Yeah.
Tight.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess let's all get mounted up, like set up here, and then.
We're mounted. I'm ready. Situated.
And then we'll
Currently in the car market.
Hydrated.
Oh yeah, let's talk cars, dude.
Favorite cars right now are obviously models of Toyota. Models right now are Highlanders.
You know what Toyota stands for, don't you?
No.
We need that's a long one. Take off your
own trousers always. Take out your tits over.
You know, you're right. I think you should get a Toyota.
Is the Highlander? Is that what?
That's what Hayden has, and my younger brother Jack as
well.
Dude,
I dream of getting a Highlander too.
All-wheel drive. You know, they're actually pretty affordable. You can get them on. You can get them from like dealers for less than $8,000.
Not the one I want is stacked.
Well,
what's the year?
Those are less than 2010 year.
I want a 2021.
Yeah.
I want wireless CarPlay.
Is Highlander the best SUV or the biggest SUV you can get from them?
No. That's a Sequoia.
Sequoia is the biggest. And then 4Runner. Mm-hmm. And then Highlander is their like 4-cylinder. They do come in 6 cylinders.
Is it?
I think the later models are mostly 6 cylinders.
Yeah.
The older ones, though, they're like some of them are 4 cylinders, like easy, low maintenance, mellow, small SUV cars.
Our next car is going to be a Highlander.
I guess even Hayden seats a bunch, right?
He has a third row.
7?
Yeah, he has a third row.
That's
2
sick.
seats in the back, I guess. But the older ones don't have that. They're 5-seaters.
No, some of them do.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Well, that'd be sick if you get one.
Yeah.
Highlander would
confidently.
be.
It's possible. Even plausible.
Nice.
$8,000 for a 2010.
I mean, I'm
Highlander.
actually going to check one out that's $3,000 tomorrow.
How many miles?
This one has a 145K.
You should go for as low of miles as you can. If you could get under 100K.
Yeah, that would be the most ideal.
Because you know what I drive, dude? I drive a 2013 with like 80,000 miles on it.
What make is it?
Toyota.
That's right.
It's a sick car.
Toyota
The
does make
Yodas.
sick cars.
That's what they're called.
I have a brand loyal. I'm very loyal to Toyota as a brand. Like,
I agree.
until they do
Toyota,
me
if you'd
wrong.
like to sponsor us, that would be awesome.
Like, and I think you can still get a Toyota Lemon. I just think the odds of getting it are much lower. You know what I mean?
And
Maybe-
probably
Yeah.
easier to fix.
Maybe not a lemon, but like a car that wears out faster than it should.
Yeah, what is the worst Toyota car we can think of?
There is no such thing,
yeah.
dude.
Let's see. There's the Sienna. I think the
That thing's
Sienna
sick.
That's
But
such
the
a
Sienna
cool vehicle.
is downgraded off of, I think, the Previa.
What?
I do think so.
You think the Previa was better than the Sienna?
I do.
Well, but that's also not that fair because like there's a lot of cars now. Like I think the old Tacoma was better than the new Tacoma
Why?
because it was just way smaller.
I agree. Our new Tacomas are like old Tundras, and that's
the
kinda
Sienna's
lame.
just a minivan, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
double door though, whereas the Previa was single door.
And a double door is worse.
If you are trying to have a family, no, double doors are better. But if you're just going for kid or like kicking it, camping in it,
Uh huh.
single door is better.
Why?
Because you only have one door where there's access out of, and then you have a solid door on one side, like a solid wall,
Yeah.
like your van.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
I
you
can
have
see
a
that, I guess.
solid? Don't you have a solid door if it's closed and it's a 2-door?
Well, there's still the seam around. Like, I mean, right? It's not like a solid piece of wall.
I don't know what you're doing in your van. You need it to be so.
Hey,
Like-
I was camping in Mammoth and it was cold. It made a difference.
Oh, I guess yeah.
It makes a difference.
That wouldn't make a difference for me though. I feel like.
Man, even with just the one door on the van, it gets so cold in
Yeah.
there with no like insulation. I don't think it's any different than the temp outside.
Yeah.
Do you think it's somehow colder?
Maybe it feels like
The
it's
humidity
Well,
would be
I bet
different.
maybe though, as the morning warms up, it might stay colder in
For
the
sure.
van while it's warming up outside. You know.
I think the coldest night that I've had in a long time was this last winter at June, sleeping outside
Yeah.
of your place
Yeah.
one night and driving back to Mammoth the next morning, and it was like negative like 12 or something.
Yeah, I remember that day.
Whew.
It was cold. Yeah.
And it,
Sienna, I think downgrade.
Why do you say that?
The engine's not as good either, I think.
It's a no fact check night, by the way. So
I
We'll have to
followed
check.
up with I think. I followed up with I think. You know.
that's not how no fact check night works. So
I
if Jesse
presume-
were
I
here,
presume, you know.
Jesse
Well,
would have
Jesse
you
might
got
guaranteed.
to
actually-
guarantee it.
Yeah.
I think you got to come with a lot more gusto and
Let's
anger,
just say
I
the
think.
Previa was a better vehicle.
Wouldn't it be so cool if Jesse walked in right now?
Yeah, I will
Come on,
say
Jesse.
the Previa that we took a trip up, I think,
Yeah,
to
Mammoth.
Mammoth, and it
Yeah.
was awesome. It
Yeah.
was so comfortable traveling in that vehicle, like being
Mm-hmm.
in the back seat and with all that legroom.
It feels like they made the Prius after the Previa and they just turned it into a small car. It has a very similar shape to it. Like, I'm almost surprised Toyota hasn't made the Previa a hybrid. Like
Do they even make it anymore? The Previa?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
But like if they like remade that and like brought it back, but
Dude.
brought it back as like a Prius extension version.
Could
like
you
the-
imagine
Yeah.
if
The
Toyota made
van
a high
version.
top van?
They made a Prius minivan.
Wait, did they?
Uh huh.
The Prius V.
Or the Prius
Right.
V. Yeah.
I've never even
It's
seen.
like a Prius XL. It's
I don't
not
even know
quite.
if I've
It's not a
seen what that
van. It
looks
doesn't have
like.
like a sliding door.
No.
It's like it's like a crossover Prius
Yeah.
almost. Dude, can you imagine Toyota might make this in foreign markets too, but like a high top Toyota van.
The Hiace. You can get those in the Hiace.
Nice.
Yeah, the
The
Hiace.
wait, the Hilux, you mean?
No, the Hilux is like the pickup.
That's like a SUV, right? Yeah.
No, it's a pickup.
Uh-huh.
The Surf is the SUV, which is our Forerunner. The Hiace is the van, and it's a very boxy shaped van.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Toyota.
Yeah.
Is it a high top?
You can get them extension,
That'd be tight.
you know.
No, but I want it to be stock.
No, I don't think they don't come stock like that, but
It would be sick if Toyota
Get-
made a panel van.
yeah.
Wouldn't it? If
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be awesome.
be expensive. Not as expensive as Sprinter, though. I bet
No, and probably easier to work on.
more
You know,
reliable.
it's a sick van I found that's cheaper than Sprinter now is or RV, I guess, is the Winnebago Solus.
Yeah, that's the one that Thomas was talking about renting. I think.
Yeah, they're
Oh, is that the one that's based on the ProMaster chassis?
I think so, so it's a company called Solus, I think, that maybe works with Winnebago and ProMaster.
well, I don't know for sure. I just know that the Solus
No fact check night.
brand
Yeah.
or whatever model
Uh huh.
is small enough that you can fit into normal parking spots. Like it's not like extended out too far.
Yeah.
Like it's
Hey.
just the size of a normal pickup truck.
Do you think for this part of this show, there should just be no fact checking ever? Every night should be no fact check night, right? We just
Yeah.
have no phones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, especially if we're gonna have in the future have segments and process where we'll have our non-recorded part.
Yeah. We
Like-
can reference stuff.
We can have we can fact check ourselves in our
Yeah.
make ourselves look like. Either
Oh,
heroes
dude, yeah,
or
we can do
zeros.
it. We can have a reckoning. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we can find out who.
Now at minute 27, you said that was a lie.
Or just when we're in that editing process, we have a little in the corner.
Well, we're not going
something
to
written.
edit these. This is.
This one's
Just
a live
live,
one.
baby.
In the
Yeah.
future is what I'm saying though. On our note, it's no need to know fact check.
No, I think for the live one, we should have no fact check. Because, first of all, we shouldn't be on our phones anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes for bad
And
podcasting.
second of
I
all-
think.
I gotta send out the.
You can't let the truth get in the way of a good TV show, you know?
That's always true.
Yeah.
Maury Povich taught me that.
Was Maury Povich one? He was one of the, and you are not the father, right?
Yeah, I think that was his thing.
Yeah.
And people would go crazy.
Oh, we used to watch that in between our double days in football in high school. We'd watch Maury and Jerry Springer because it was middle of the day TV.
Dude, middle of the day TV. Yeah, I remember, dude, I think about that, of how good kids have it now when they stay home sick from school and they have Netflix to watch.
Yeah.
Remember staying home from school meant that you were watching daytime TV, dude.
You were watching Price is Right.
And there was a dead couple hours there.
Judge
Yeah.
There was
Judy.
nothing
Judge
good
Judy.
on.
Oh, Judge Judy was sick.
Yeah.
Remember when there was there was 2 hours of soap operas at some point during the day you couldn't get away from.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, or game shows, shitty game shows.
Yeah.
Who wants
Staples
to be a millionaire?
I was just waiting for MTV Real World to come on. MTV Spring Break.
Dude, we
Oh,
we
man.
chased after TV so hard as kids because it was restricted in the house.
Yeah,
So we would eat it up any chance we could.
yeah. Hayden and I were like that too with video games. We
Yep.
weren't
I
allowed
mean,
to play at
yep.
our house, so we would go over to friends.
We would sneak over to friends.
How do you think it looks with the mic stands, you guys? Now we're looking at it. I think it looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah, and I think you can barely even tell. You can barely see either of them.
It's hard for me to tell from this angle, but
I have a
I'm sure
funny
it looks
story
good.
though about being over at a friend's house and sneaking in and playing video games. We were playing his PS2 in his mom's room, and his mom caught us, and we're all on her bed, just laying down. She's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing in my room?"
Well, why was a video game in his mom's room?
Because the TV was the best TV in the house.
Oh, was it actually supposed to be out in the living room? But
Yes.
you guys brought it into her room and we're doing that?
Yeah,
That's crazy, dude.
she
I
broke
couldn't-
the PS2.
I couldn't imagine putting the
She
best
broke it?
TV.
Yeah, she threw it on the ground.
I wouldn't put the best TV in my house in my own room. I don't watch the TV in my room that much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was interesting. It would be a
yeah, it
regular
sounds
thing.
selfish.
It would be a regular thing that we would have to sneak into her room to watch Because she also kept TiVo when like TiVo first came out. That was like only in her room, you know, not in the like main.
Selfish, bro.
Yeah.
So withholding.
So withholding. But we didn't stay friends with that kid for very long.
We had to sneak over to.
Mostly his mom's fault. Was she hot?
Definitely. No, she was a crazy Chinese old woman.
Whoa.
Acupuncture.
I know the type. You don't need to.
Wears all the gear.
We used to have to sneak. We snuck over to a neighbor's a house that we were specifically forbidden from going to because the dad was bipolar and had a bunch of guns in the house, and so my parents were like, "You cannot go in that house." They're like, "You can play with the kids, but you can't go in the house." And we'd routinely violate that, so we'd like be jumping into backyards from down the way to then sneak into the back of this house to play Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
And then we were like literally lived right across the street, and so we'd like see my parents come out like yelling for us, and we'd be like, "Oh, we gotta go!" And we'd like bail out the back, run like multiple houses like into backyards, and come out on the street like, "Oh, we were just skating up the way." And that was
Nice.
Nintendo 64 for me for years, probably, of childhood.
The things we have to do, you know, to get our fix in.
Yep. Mine was at the gym, dude.
Daycare.
Yep.
I remember those days too.
My mom would drop me off at the gym. They had an N64.
How old do you think you were?
I don't know, 10.
Was it 24-hour LA?
Yeah. On Adams.
I don't know if my mom ever took me to that one. But Mario Party Live.
That was like the best thing about going to the gym. Like, it was pretty sick.
Yeah. I mean, you'd get out of middle of the day TV.
Yeah. No, for me, that was like an evening thing.
Oh. Mine was always middle of the day.
Ours was whenever we could get it.
Well, how have you guys been? Jake, how you feeling on your leg?
Oh, yeah. This
What's
fall.
going on?
It feels good. My leg is splinted and recently surgerized
You got your tendon shortened, right?
to theoretically increase my jumping ability.
Nice.
No, but it feels, I think, I don't know, mostly good. I'm like pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
And avoided like more
So give
serious.
a shout out to your doctor, to your surgeon.
Dr. Mark Xiao.
I was going to guess we.
But yeah, I'm stoked and very excited to be able to get this off sooner than later.
Yeah.
Because I would like to be able to shower, but surprisingly good. No pain meds.
Awesome. What's the
Needed so
recovery?
far. Like 4 to 6 weeks probably back to be doing like most, hopefully like basic things, and then slowly working back up
Nice.
to, I don't know, hopefully
And
like
did he tell you
surfing.
no pressure on it.
For right now, I'm 2 weeks of no weight.
Yeah.
So I'm like a week in.
Let the bone grow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let
Just
the
like
bones hit the
heal.
floor. Let the bones hit the floor.
I do. It's. I should show you later. I do have like photos of all the like little pieces of what they took out though,
Oh wow.
and it was like quite an assortment of like loose like
Yeah.
bone particles.
Dang.
So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be back to like functioning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what it
Yeah,
felt like
hopefully
before
this
that.
Is it.
You should grind it up and smoke it.
I didn't think to ask for it, which I was kind of bummed about. I'm like, I should have.
Yeah, you should
It's my
have.
bone. I want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, pleasantly surprised, and now knee scootering around thanks to Chad.
Hell yeah.
Which has been an absolute lifesaver and it feels like I can like kind of move about like normally.
Mm-hmm.
Faster than normal.
Yeah. David saw in the like Stater Brothers, like the grocery store floor, the
Oh,
knee
you're
scooter
just
can rip.
Gliding.
Yep. Sometimes a little bit too quickly and you have to hammer on the brakes, but
Those are always the best places to do Heelys. Do you guys know
oh
Heelys?
yes, uh-huh.
I never got good at Heelys.
Really?
I never had them, so I can only try. I think I tried Jake's, and I never like got
Oh.
good at it.
Costco. too.
Yeah.
Exceptionally good for them.
Costco is great, except for the eventual line.
Yeah.
But
Or like last minute turn to like a good sample station.
oh yeah, of course,
Um,
a hard turn.
What about just a simple 360? Do you think you could pull that off as you're going and then you spin, grab
in
a
my
thing?
heyday, I think I was.
Yeah, I think-
I was pretty good.
it was pretty easy to throw 180s too, which
Yeah.
would have even potentially been harder to land backwards.
Back in the day.
Remember soaps?
Yes. It's so funny that soaps were so popular when I was in like 6th grade, I think.
Do you think you
It
could bring
would-
them back? Why not, right?
Can you imagine? That feels so dangerous now, running and jumping down like
No, it's just
Stair
soap.
sets
Dude,
with-
you're just soaping.
No, it sounds terrifying.
Yeah, I don't know. Heelys, I think you could bring back.
What about soaping on snow?
Like snow skating.
Like showing up to the
snowblading?
snowboard park. No, just soaps, like soaps, but you're still jibbing.
And then just like standing glissading.
No, I guess okay. No, let's say this. Let's say this. Like Dumpson Mammoth, they haven't plowed the streets really yet, right? The sidewalks. There's a rail, sick rail. You're not gonna snowboard it. You're not gonna ski it, but you walk past that thing with some all-weather soaps. You could hit it, and it would be so safe, right?
And so sick.
I'll just say maybe that's the pitch.
Well,
Did-
I think you might be the one to bring it back.
Soap snowshoes.
Do you think you can get REI to bite?
I don't know. Did you know? I heard that Backcountry has been sold recently.
Really?
Yeah, to this like they call it like what, distressed retailer conglomerate. It's like all the retailers that are, I don't know what the whole deal is, but they're retailers that are businesses that are in distress that this like equity group buys up, and they're just, like that's their thing.
Oh, kind
they-
of like what happened with Quicksilver and all the surf industry.
Yeah, except even more so maybe. I don't know, but
Is it crazy on sale then?
I don't think so. I
No.
think they're
Well,
still
I think they
surviving.
just bought it, right? If that fund group or whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know when this happened.
That, it's
don't
so
look
funny.
it up.
We used to think, I felt like I used to think that Backcountry was like such a sick like
Website.
brand. No, or yeah, website too, but also just like brand, like the stuff they made. And then so much of the products that we bought from them were trash.
Really?
The Stoic, like
I like some of them. My sleeping bag. I still have my sleeping bag. I really
Yeah.
like that one. And the blue bibs for what they were. Those were groundbreaking technology for me at the time. They're like they're like 100. I probably got them for like $100, $120.
Yeah.
They were like what 10K bibs or something. But it's the first time I ever had like technical type bibs.
Mm.
You had the same ones, right? But in orange.
in orange, yeah.
And I had blue.
A subpar outdoor brand though, I would say.
Yeah, but priced appropriately. though,
budget.
too.
Outdoor brand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
But hey, we were super budget when we started.
I know.
I'm still super budget.
It was I mean, listen. I think it was good for the evolution that we were on to
Yeah.
get better. Like I feel like it at that point, it didn't really make sense for us to drop like hundreds of dollars on shells and
Totally.
stuff.
Who do you know who makes your jackets, Ryan?
Before it was Patagonia, but now it's gonna be Mammut. I think this year. I think this is our first year going to a different company.
Do you think it will be like Eurofit? Like
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like Mammut.
Ask for a
Mammut
triple
is-
extra large, dude.
I usually do go the really big one. That way you can just pack stuff underneath.
I like wearing really baggy. I like skiing pretty baggy stuff too. So
Me too.
I like skiing in like regular ski cut like ski bib pants, but I like a baggy jacket. It slows me down, so I don't have to.
Go too fast.
Yeah.
Even pants, I like to be. I feel like a little bit on the baggier side,
I
Yeah.
want
or like just loose, I guess, not baggy.
yeah.
Like
I don't
the-
want them to feel tight at all.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, but my pants don't really like. They might like flutter in the wind, but my jacket I like to like flap in the wind. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, there's excess fabric on my jacket, but my pants are just loose.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Very
a good
old
seize.
snowboard style.
Yeah.
That was the best style though, for sure. In the beginning,
Old
I feel like-
snowboarding, yeah, dude. Snowboarding is still really sick. As like a thing, you know, as like a sport and like a thing to watch.
Community.
The community, like just the whole everything about it is really cool. I just personally don't like doing it that
Yeah.
much, you know.
yeah.
Those days are done.
What's the equivalent?
We watched so.
Boogie boarding is
I
what
feel like we watched
I love boogie
so
boarding, dude.
many snowboard movies.
more than surfing though.
No, not more than surfing. You're right. You're right. That's not true. I don't know. I like boogie boarding a lot.
Stand up boogieing though. So technically the art of surfing.
That's true. That's true. I don't like prone boogie boarding that much.
Yeah.
Prone boogie boarding is better than body surfing, though.
I disagree.
I'm not good at prone boogie boarding.
There's a
I
fact
don't
check.
enjoy it.
There's no fact
I
check.
think boogie
Don't look it up.
boarding can be better if the wave is faster and longer and the bottom is sharper and meaner.
I think it's better in every way in all conditions.
I don't know. I
Boogie
think,
boarding?
Yes.
Then what?
To watch and to do than body surfing.
I don't know. I think the feeling of actually being in a barrel body surfing, there's nothing like it because it's your body feeling the entire wave. you
Yes, that is very true.
know? You don't have some like foam little boogie board waddling in and then you're like, whoa, I'm trying to tuck
That's
in.
true, but I don't think that's better than going faster on a boogie board, though.
But what if the fastness, like, I mean, I watch guys at Wedge all the time and they're
it's called speed.
they're doing massive drops, but it's like the whole wave was way behind them and they just like raced away from the whole face.
That's
you
called
know?
making a wave. And then when you watch somebody body surf it, dude, it's
You see someone get slotted for a while at least, like
you see them make it to the bottom of the wave. Listen, this is I'm sorry, no slight to body surfing. I don't want to.
I felt very offended.
I was going to say,
There was a lot of
personally,
offense.
I think that boogie boarding is better than body surfing for me in every way.
I think I'm the opposite. I think I'd rather body surf than
I-
boogie board, but I think it mostly stems from the fact that I'm not a good
Boogie
boogie boarder.
You got to put in the
Yeah.
work.
I'm just not into it enough to to
Yeah,
try.
I have
And
no
body surfing
interest
is
in-
fun. I'd much rather. I think if I was like gifted like a perfect wave, and I could only body surf or boogie board it, I'd rather body surf it.
Really,
Yeah.
Same.
really.
Yeah.
Just go into your belly and belly board it, you know?
Even if it meant not being able to make that wave, though.
I would make that wave.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
In this
perfect,
like
huh?
fantasy like perfect wave scenario, yeah, I'm getting slotted.
You
And
said it's a fantasy. Maybe it's a nightmare scenario.
I hope not.
I think the nightmare boogie board wave is still worse.
But I'm not a good boogie boarder.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be really into it when I was a little kid, and then I started
But
surfing.
then I put away childish things,
started surfing.
and I
you know?
became it the man.
And I think like boogie boarding has its place. Like, don't get me wrong. There's like some places where it's just mad to try to surf it, and I mean there are the psychopaths that do paddle out and try.
I don't think boogie boarding is better than surfing, except for maybe sometimes when I'm just feeling it. Like I'm like, dude, I don't want to surf. I just want to stand up boogie board, and then I'll
But
boogie
that's
surf.
still surfing. You're stand up boogieing.
I don't know. I'll get some lay down boogie board waves though, too, at the same time if there's lefts, you know. But so I'm not saying that like boogie boarding is better than surfing. I'm just saying that it's better than body surfing.
It is funny how much pride like people that are really into body surfing take
Yeah.
in body surfing though.
It's true. I mean, I think. Well, body surfing is very unique. Like we're, as like somebody who identifies as a body surfer, you know.
I mean,
We're at the bottom, you know.
it is really fun though. It's incredibly fun.
Yeah.
And
No.
it's also there's a low bar there too, which
Yeah.
I think makes it more fun. So like if you're gonna go out and body surf, it's like
It's always overhead.
dude, if you make a good like barreling wave body surfing, that's like a wave of your life almost.
Yeah.
Like that's like
It's very
it's
very
a ranked
rare.
wave, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very rare to actually make a good wave body surfing.
Yes.
Where would be the best place to body surf? Like a dream break to do it at?
The point.
The point,
really
I've done
good.
it though.
What?
So I wouldn't say that's my dream. Like I've done that, you know. I've done that.
Yeah, where would be a spot?
I mean, watching Come Hell or High Water, I think like a head high to maybe a little bigger Chopu would be really fun.
No, I wouldn't want to be anywhere over reef, dude.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
reef
want-
isn't that bad.
I'd be at the point.
I wouldn't want to go left.
I honestly think sandbar is just as dangerous as a reef, if not more.
Why would you say that? What experience do you have?
I mean, I did live in Hawaii for 2.5 years.
And didn't you break
and
your
I broke
back
my
on a
neck and
or
on a
neck on a
sandbar.
I
sand-
broke my
Sandbar.
back.
2 streets away from the place that you want
That's
to
true,
go
but
to.
that's true. But imagine how sweet and sick those bowly waves are at point over sand.
I was out there body surfing.
There's
on
also no
Marie.
sharks there. Keep that in mind. How many
Yeah.
other places are there?
There are sharks there, though.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there are.
Didn't we have a big...
You just don't see them because the
Not-
water's green. It's not like clear.
Not like Hawaii though, or other
I mean,
places.
Hawaii.
Not
That
Chopu.
woman got
Not
chopped.
Chopu, but Chopu would be so gnarly to get drug over the falls. Like if you hit the bottom.
I don't know though. I wouldn't reckon it would be any really worse than
How about
Like,
Namotu?
Wedge.
Would you have body surfed there?
I did. Yeah, I did.
How was it?
It was fun.
Did you get cut up?
No, not at all. Not at all. I got more cut up every time I surfed.
Okay, I could see that.
You know, I mean,
I do think there is some merit to like being able to like body surfing. You're, I think, less likely to get
thrown to the ground.
pushed as far in either too, and like you know what I mean. You're more likely to be in that bubble in a good spot.
And I feel like too, when the wave, like in that moment, if you are getting barreled and the wave like picks you up and throws you, you have more opportunity to kind of like disperse. Whereas if you're surfing, you're kind of like jumping.
Can I tell you something though? If you're at Chopu, that's like a little over head high. You said.
Mm-hmm.
And you're freaking body surfing and you're getting barreled and you think it's so sick, you're like, you're gonna, in that moment, you're gonna think it's the sickest thing ever, and then it's finally gonna shut you down and you're gonna barely miss hitting the reef and you're gonna come up and think like,
That was
I
epic.
wish I had a surfboard, dude. Fuck.
That's true. Although I don't know.
What am
to
I
be honest,
doing?
it would be pretty tough, I think. I don't think it would be as easy surfing.
Yeah, I agree.
You'd rather body surf Chopu than surf it?
I think for my first session, yes. I don't think I would only want to, but I think if I were to just show up to Chopu, my most ideal session would be to at least be able to swim around for a little bit.
I think I would want to be I think I would want to surf.
I would love to just swim around and kind of get a sense of the reef and figure out like where everything really is.
I think I would do that too, but paddling around on a surfboard, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
And then sitting on the inside and on the shoulder and dropping it on fucking people.
I bet it'd be so difficult.
Oh my bad, dude. At the very end of the wave.
but that might be the sketchiest part though, to be honest.
Totally.
Like at
right
Cloud
over the
Break.
reef.
Yeah, that's true.
At Cloud Break, that's the scariest part. That's called shish kebabs
That's true.
at the end of that break.
But I also have no interest in surfing Tia Hupo.
Body surfing though, maybe?
No.
What about boogie boarding?
No. No.
Would you
Although
boogie
actually,
board it?
boogie boarding would be much more likely than surfing or body surfing.
And
for
you
me,
know
though.
what else
Stand up
is really
boogie,
cool?
of
though,
course,
is
right?
No.
Tahiti, I've heard, is very cheap to stay there. And like the food is cheap, the accommodation is cheap. The flights are going to be usually the most expensive part.
If I go somewhere tropical, I want to do a boat trip.
I do too.
And I want a boat trip to a good but
should do
relatively average
Mentawais.
wave.
We should do Mentawais.
All right.
there's like tons of breaks all over the place. There's like a bunch of islands all
Jake-
over.
Jake-
We
and
got
I have talked
two
about-
big trips coming up
What?
at some point in our future. Hopefully, as close to a schedule around 40 as possible.
We should flip a coin
Just
for
do it.
surfing or ski for a big surfing trip or a big skiing trip.
Okay.
Yeah, for our 40th birthday year.
Oh, no way.
And I think there's other.
On New Year, we should that New Year's Day that year. We should flip a coin.
Okay.
Then we'll set it in motion, whatever it turns out to be.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, surf trip would be epic. I mean,
Imagine a
Or-
cat skiing trip, though. That's the other alternative.
that would be really fun.
Or
too.
hella skiing.
And
or-
they'd be like cat skiing would be like in the winter, and the surfing would probably be in the spring.
Yeah, I think
What,
that's
later?
when that season is good.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be outrageous. No, will be outrageous.
Yeah.
What's the budget?
I don't know, a decent amount.
Like
Like,
50
no-
grand?
I imagine it'd probably be more like 5 or 6.
At that rate, I mean, if it's plausible, you could easily book a burrow on Namotu Island,
I mean, I
which
might
is
consider that,
all-inclusive. All
but
inclusive. They take you out to surf at any break you want to go from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
being on a boat though sounds
Swimming
kinda
pools
sick.
will be your new favorite wave.
Yeah.
It's a grower. It starts out real small, and then next thing you know, by the time you stand up, it's like overhead, and it's just real gentle in all levels, from beginning suppers to like people that are just absolute rippers can shred the wave.
But how
And
sick
it's-
would it be to go on a boat?
Yeah, I kind of feel.
No, I agree. This is,
I think a boat would be so awesome.
yeah. I mean, are those usually all inclusive as well?
I'd imagine.
Probably, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would consider Namotu as well because I've heard the fishing there is incredible.
And you got fishing as well. I imagine though on these boats, you're probably doing fishing as well. You gotta have a rod
dude,
and reel.
I went fishing last weekend. I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go fishing again this weekend on Sunday. If you want to go, I don't know how you would.
I gotta maybe ask Brad.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, I gotta pick up the rods and reels from you. Make sure I grab those.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you going on a big boat or
No, my kayak.
Nice.
I'm going in. Me and Ryan are going in 2 weeks on a big boat though. It's going to be
yeah,
sick.
we gotta get some training in.
We're going out to.
Make sure we're-
We might go out to Cortez Banks.
How long does that take to get to?
Oh, I think a long time. Like I think
overnight?
I think we might go to San Clemente Island the first night.
it'll be a total of
Fish.
2 days.
Okay.
2 full, like 48 hours.
Yeah.
So we'll leave. What is it? Tuesday night. Maybe fish that night if we come up on stuff.
No, we're gonna motor the whole way.
You don't think even if we came up on something?
I mean, yeah, but I doubt.
Yeah. We're gonna sleep Tuesday night.
Yep.
Rig up.
And so you get to San Clemente Island the next morning.
Yes.
I don't really know. I'll just say yes sir.
Yeah.
wherever
I
we
think
go
we'd
fish.
probably wake up there.
And then they fish there, and then
Yep.
you go further.
Yeah.
Maybe they go straight to Cortez if that's where the fishing is, and go straight past San Clemente and end up in Cortez in the afternoon and fish all day and all night.
That would be bluefin, huh? And like tuna.
Bluefin and yellowtail.
Yellowtail out there.
Yeah, on anchor. Big
Oh,
yellowtail too.
Really?
Yeah.
What does on anchor mean?
They anchor up. So like they drop an anchor and then you're
Okay.
just sitting there on an anchor and you fish because there's like structure there.
Okay.
Versus if you're fishing like
moving.
offshore, you're in like thousands of feet of water, so they just drift all the time.
Okay.
And so there's like different dynamics at play. If you're drifting, like the bait swims away from the boat differently than if you're on anchor, you know?
Okay.
A lot of stuff.
Um,
Hopefully we don't hook any sea lions.
Yeah, I saw that boat had their count the other day, and it did not look good. When we went, me and Lauren took the girls down to
People
the pier.
have caught sea lions,
Oh, I caught one the last time David and I went.
Oh yeah.
and they include it in
A
the count.
massive
No.
I,
People catch birds too.
I thought you were like
Yeah.
saying like you're like
Hey, you don't.
17 yellowtail and 3 seals.
That doesn't happen though when you have when you just fish artificials. You won't catch a sea lion or
yeah,
a bird.
It usually doesn't. Well, the bird, you might hit it.
No. I mean, I might hit it, but it's never happened to me fishing jigs.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
What happens when you catch a seal?
Oh, it sucks. You have to
It
usually.
just rips your line off.
Oh.
It's like
Usually-
unstoppable.
I thought I hooked a big one. We were fishing off of Catalina, and I had just gotten a big bonita, and then I was like dropped the lure right back, like threw the Colt Sniper right back in, reeling it back. I got another bite, but then I think that bite turned into the sea lion eating mine, and then the hook hitting the sea lion. And next thing you know, it's just like peeling line off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, dude, I got something big, man. Like, holy shit.
Dude.
He's like, yellowtail, that's a yellowtail. And then next thing you know, we just see this sea lion like on the surface, all bummed. Trying to spit out the lure.
So then what you do? You just
I
like,
had to cut the line.
Yeah.
The hook will rust out of its mouth pretty relatively quick.
So they probably make it. They don't. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, they live
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, they live
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. They probably got
Oh, they probably just
multiple
swim
lip
off and then
piercings.
probably just rub their snouts and like get it out. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, have you seen the fish that they eat? The fish that they eat have spines and stuff. all
Maybe they
over
use
them,
it
too.
for like flossing for a little bit.
Maybe.
I think
Or like bling, you know?
Yeah.
Like, look how many fucking lip piercings I got, bro. That's how many fish I stole from the boys.
Yeah, I think they think it's worth it.
It's alpha status.
So a lot of times they'll just bite the little bait off and not miss the hook altogether, and you just get a head back
Yeah.
on the hook.
Yeah, it was a bummer. Especially seeing a big old freaking bull just pulling my line away.
Especially after thinking that it was a big yellowtail.
Yeah. Especially thinking that it was something nice.
Dude, but yeah, that'll be a fun trip.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Right before Figo, hopefully we'll get some sick fish to bring out
I
there
mean, we've
maybe.
got to, right? I mean, there's got to be at least yellowtail.
At least bonita.
Fuck. I mean, bonita would be fun to catch.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Bonita's not as good eating.
It's very, like, particular. It's good poke.
I like it, but I feel like it's best eaten right away. Or
Yeah.
like,
Within a day or two. At least, like, getting it a good night's frozen. Maybe solidifying, because it can be, like, really oily and, like, almost, like, really soft in texture.
I think we had it the one time I went fishing, right?
yeah.
To,
Yep.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I like bonita.
It's
It's-
not a bad
it's good.
tasting fish, for sure.
I mean, I wouldn't eat it every night, but
But, like, how you only prepare it as,
Every
like,
other night.
sashimi or...
we also
okay.
had it roasted too. Roasted is actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. We also had a big old mackerel roasted, and that was pretty good too.
Really?
Yeah.
I like mackerel.
with slits cut into it and
Good
salt
mackerel.
and pepper.
Interesting.
That's a go-to at like order at sushi restaurants usually for me.
Mackerel.
Uh-huh.
Soba.
But I think that's a different type of mackerel
I
than
agree.
the Pacific mackerel out here.
Yeah.
The greenbacks.
I don't know what the greenbacks. There's like the Spanish mackerels and Pacific mackerel. Maybe.
Well, the Spanish mackerels are big old mackerels. Like, they're, like, almost like wahoos.
Isn't that the king mackerel? Spanish mackerel, it lives in Florida.
I have
Yeah,
no
I
idea.
think they're...
Yeah, we don't have them here. What are the greenbacks
Well, I
in?
think-
I thought the greenbacks were Spanish macs.
No, Spanish
Oh.
macs. Spanish mackerels are big fish. Like, they get big, and they're, like, blue, white, silver. They got stripes.
Okay.
They like, they look like a wahoo almost, but they're a little different.
Okay. I
Uh,
believe you.
The greenback mackerels, though, are, like, ones that we usually catch as bait.
Yeah.
Those, I think, are just, like, little...
Is that what we had with when we were?
I don't
That's
know
what
if
we were
that's
catching on the sabiki.
Yeah.
The ones that we caught. Then we had we had sardines. That
Did
we
we
got
eat
from
the,
the bait.
mackerel that we caught?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some of it.
Oh yeah, but because I caught two big mackerels. So we had one as like sashimi,
Yeah.
and then another one roasted. And the sashimi was good for like 2 pieces. Like I thought it was good. I wouldn't want to eat all like a whole meal
whole
of it.
fish, yeah.
Maybe as poke. You could maybe do it as poke.
Yeah, and I bet you too if maybe you added like cabbage and all of that too to like kind of break up, add a little
If
texture. And
listen, if it was like a crazy scenario where there was no food and I had to fish for survival and I didn't catch anything that day and I could I could come back and catch some mackerel, I would eat mackerel for dinner and be okay with it.
Would you eat seagull?
I would just keep eating mackerel, bro. Get that
How long
mercury poisoning.
How long before you get seagull on your menu?
I would be a pescatarian before I ate seagull, I think.
I know, I'm saying how long? Like how many tries of you trying to fish before you're like, fuck?
Oh.
How many days of you failing at fishing before you're like, goddamn, that fucking seagull?
Yeah, I would have eaten for days with the haul I got this last time, even though I didn't feel like bringing any of them with me, but they were like...
Little 5? I thought you said you only got 5 reds.
Yeah, but they were, they just weren't that big.
Oh,
You
okay.
know.
Was this from kayak
Yeah.
fishing?
Yep.
Do either of you ever go out you go on the ocean, obviously, right?
Yeah.
It's not just in the
Far out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've ended up, like, at times far out there.
Straight out or along the coast?
Pretty
Both.
much straight out.
We've done both, though.
Yeah.
We've gone, like, way out there and then
Like, how many
drifted
miles
down to,
off
like, the
the-
number 1.
Like 2 miles.
Yeah. I think at least a couple miles, especially in La Jolla. That
Yeah,
one time in
yeah.
La Jolla. Oh,
Dude, the new sonar though, Ryan, I've been learning how to use it, is so sick, dude. I think
I want to come out with you. Maybe I'll have to ask Brad. Maybe we can get Brad fired up. Come with us.
then you can then he'd be on his kayak.
I thought he is too.
No, he sold one.
We'll have to not get him fired up then. Brad, dude.
Hey, can I use your
not
kayak? I'm
wanna
gonna
go.
do it. It sucks, dude. You wouldn't want to do it.
I'll give you 1/5 of every fish I catch.
Yeah, dude. Hey, his woman loves cod.
This is cod.
Northern, yeah. If you like bread, I'll give you some
All my
cod.
leftover squid bait.
I'll give you some. I'll give you I'll give you half the cod I catch to give to your woman.
Imagine just
Then we'll
telling
work
her
out.
our squid bait is cod.
I think her Nordic senses would tell. Although they eat some funky stuff up there.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty funky.
One of their things is fermented fish.
They go wild with fish, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fish of all different.
Fermented fish. Oof.
Not about it.
Yeah, fish does not age well and smell.
I just found. Have you heard there's that people frequently, a lot of times while they're skiing, will take like cans of like sardines and like eat them while skiing?
No.
Doesn't that
Wait,
sound?
is this a common thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I mean, I
Just
believe
go-
it. This is like something Jesse. This is a Jesse move.
Do you think Jesse would do that?
Yes.
Still, if you tossed him a can of like,
Yes. You remember he invented the smoked trout and bread and baguette move
Uh-huh.
backpacking.
you think you could do it with a smoked trout
Yeah.
while skiing?
Cracking open a can of smoked trout on the gondola. That's so
And just
sick.
guzzling the whole thing down.
Oh.
It'd be such a calorie bomb.
Remember the winter backpacking? That's what we did. We didn't drink it. We dipped
Yeah.
you dip the bread in the oil, and then
Yeah.
you eat the oil with smoked
Or
trout.
added it to like mac and cheese was a
Yeah.
go-to.
Yeah, mac and cheese
Like
and
it.
tuna is always good. That's what I always did.
Dude, Jake made pizza with the cast iron at home. Are you gonna make? Are you
I
down to
did-
make it at Refugio?
Lizzie did really, but yes, 100%.
Tight.
Nice.
I
I
was
think
like,
you'll be able to maybe paddle out.
I hope so. Yeah, even if I can't stand up.
Yeah, maybe just like body
Uh huh.
boogie board.
Yep. For sure. Maybe even on a surfboard, just take the
Yeah.
soft top out and
Yeah.
not try and stand up.
Yeah. Hop up onto your knees.
I bet I can get some braids in. Because that'll be like a month out.
Uh huh.
So I think I'll be a little hobbly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not able to surf, but
Yeah, maybe just careful with how you like get out of the water.
I know it'll be a long paddle. I think I'll do like the shortest like bit down to the beach,
Mm-hmm.
and then start paddling and just paddle to the point. I think.
Oof. So maybe just like one surf sesh.
Yeah, we'll see. And who knows? Maybe it'll feel great, or maybe it'll be like, no, I'm just gonna kick it.
Yeah.
You can film. I think I might try to do a lot of video on that trip. Hey,
Cool.
you guys want to plan a boys trip with Jesse in January?
For
Where?
skiing?
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Tight.
Totally.
Where are you thinking?
Mammoth, June, maybe.
All right, I'm down.
Tight.
Yeah.
We can coordinate with you so you can put the time in for the time off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll make sure that you have the days off. Maybe like a little 4-dayer.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm down. I could easily do something like that. Even if it was just I had 2 of the 4.
And what if Jesse spent a day skiing at June? That'd be tight.
I don't think Jesse's ever gonna ski.
Do you think if he did, he would instantly like regret all of his, or you think it would just be too much of a pride, like I dug into this trench of I will never ski.
I think he just doesn't think he skis enough
Yeah.
to be able to pick it up.
To the
For a
level he
while.
would be like
Oh, but
wanting
he
to
should.
do
I
it.
mean,
Which my argument is that you should just ski more.
yeah,
Yeah.
he should just
Yeah,
get passes for him and Kiara and Maddie, and just Maddie can ski for free at June, right? Until
Yep.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should just get passes for him and Kiara and just
I
go to
know.
June. 2 trips a year makes it worth it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And go by himself. He went by himself for one 4-day boys trip, and then with his family for 2 3-day trips.
He'd be actually really good at skiing.
Yeah.
So somewhere, I think I still have a video of Jesse's first and only day on skis, of him like zooming like down from like the top of like chair 2 towards like 3, kind of like sideways and semi out of control, and he ends up like crashing like off into the side of the bank as a ski patrol goes by.
Oh no.
I think he only did it. He only tried it once. But yeah,
Yeah.
Take a
he would.
One run.
restroom break real quick.
But it would be sick either way to get Jesse.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
go.
if we're at the resort, it'd be sick.
Yeah.
It just sucks because he can't go back. I mean, he should just maybe just go split board though instead of skiing.
I think
but
if he's ever going to do it, it'll be on the split board. Which I got to say, watching the one that Lizzie watching Lizzie use the one that she rented, the new split boards are so sick. If you're
light
gonna-
years ahead
They're
of
so vastly
what we were
superior
on.
to what we
Uh-huh.
were on.
yeah.
Everything seems to go pretty quickly. So I think if you're with a determined snowboarder, doesn't feel like that much of a difference.
You know what I bet too? I bet it was like I bet it was like a fully rockered, like good snow. You know what I feel like? I spent so much of my time in snowboarding fighting like really cambered snowboards, you know?
Yeah.
When I feel like towards the end of it is when rocker snowboards started to become more popular, and I feel like that might have changed my like interest in snowboarding a little bit more too, you know?
Yeah. More like
then, I
surfy
mean, I-
feel.
Yeah, and I think easier. I think easier to snowboard.
Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately, skiing's better,
Yeah. Definitely.
dude. So I think
Easier.
Jake, maybe we should get some heavy blankets to put up like along that wall
Uh-huh.
to see if maybe that helps. I feel like I hear an echo. That's not the mics. It's just the room. Do
Yeah.
you hear it too?
If we maybe hung a blanket up, it might like cut the sound. You're saying?
Yeah. Might not echo as much.
Genius.
We can do that. I think there's a moving blanket in the garage that we could try.
This is I mean, hopefully if we go back and listen to this and this is true, but it seems like a successful show, audio, visually,
Yeah.
audibly,
think so.
visually.
Possibly. I mean, hopefully you
I will
guys
tell,
didn't
we're on
fiddle
new-
with your mic too much.
We're on new mics.
What?
Hopefully you didn't fiddle with your mic too much.
Actually, I think, to be honest with you, I think Jake was much more of the offender for the mic rubbing noise.
Oh no.
I think
Which is why I had to go back to the stand.
Yeah.
But I think this works pretty well.
Probably. Possibly.
I guess maybe I could try mine, but I kind of like holding it. Hold it.
Hold up.
Have either of you been surfing recently?
There's been 6 to 12 inches, pretty much.
So nothing.
I fished last weekend instead of surfing. I opted out.
There hasn't been anything.
Is there anything on the horizon?
More 6 to 12 inches. It says tomorrow will be the biggest day of this long work week.
And then
Of
Sunday.
no surf.
Yeah, and then
And it says 1 to 2 plus.
it's supposed to bump up to
Okay.
2 to 3 on Sunday, but I'm gonna go fishing. Which maybe can I borrow your the GoPro for that?
Yeah.
Tight.
Get it charged
Get some
up.
clips.
Get some clips. We've actually seen a lot of cool stuff out there. I mean, remember the whales?
Dude, I ran into the sunfish again. I saw the sunfish this last time, and I got underwater footage of them.
That sunfish
Right
was
next-
such a nuisance this summer for us.
Dude, there were 2 of them following me close.
Yeah, they were a nuisance.
They were like,
They, you have underwater. You dove in, or you just like held
I
like
stuck
a.
my phone underwater. The GoPro would have been perfect for that.
How big are some like?
Some of them get big.
Some of them are really big, but this one was like as big as my backpack.
We've
It
seen ones though that are
Tails
like
you, like it
this
follows you
big.
around.
Oh yeah, it was so interested in me.
in your
There were
jigs,
2
right?
of them. Just
So
at
they
the
can move
kayak
quick.
in general.
Enough to follow. To
Oh yeah, they can jump out of the water if they're being chased. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
them
Oh.
jump. Well, I'm like, what is that? And it looks like a flying saucer.
They're a very mysterious sea creature.
I always
Like,
thought they were like huge and like lethargic.
Well, these are babies.
Okay.
Yeah, the young ones. I mean, we've had it at times where we had a whole school of them. Do you remember that
Yeah,
school of the
yeah.
baby ones? And they were like, every time we would drop our lure in, they were like, "Oh, is that something I want?" But they would not bite it, and thank God, because that's not something we wanted to catch.
Yeah, they look so dumb too. Oh. They look like they got lip fillers.
Yeah, they look gross.
So what? Sunfish, whales.
We've had 2 whales swim underneath
Sea
us.
turtles. I've seen sea turtles.
Turtles. We've had hundreds of dolphins surround us. Hundreds of dolphins.
Octopus.
Squid or shark.
No yellowtail, sadly.
Yeah, most.
Shark.
It's kind of maybe we shouldn't
What kind
be
of shark?
fishermen. We should be like documenters of natural wildlife because we seem to attract a lot of wildlife when we're out there.
Not
What-
the edible.
Not the edible fish.
What kind of shark?
What was
Thresher.
it? Thresher, right?
Yeah, and smooth hound. I caught a smooth hound on Saturday. Sent it back down.
Was it a smooth hound?
Yeah,
I've never heard of this shark before.
it's not a man eater.
No.
It was little, like my forearm.
Is there a legal size for them or no?
I don't know.
I bet you there is.
I don't like eating sharks, dude. I don't want
Yeah.
that beef.
No, yeah, neither. I don't eat shark, and shark don't eat me.
Yeah, I
We
feel
made
that.
it. We made a pack long ago.
Who do you think's more likely to break that pack? When
I
push,
mean,
if push comes to shove.
I might have broken that pack.
I mean, I have had shark.
I don't know if I have.
You
though.
I
have.
mean, you never
We
know.
had it
on some
together.
We did?
things.
Yeah, we got it from when a sick one washed up at the beach, and we marinated in jerk sauce.
Oh my gosh! No, you didn't.
Yeah, we
I don't
did.
remember
this? Yeah, and
Yeah.
we barbecued it at your house.
You guys took a dead shark from the beach and cooked it up.
Well, somebody, it wasn't dead. It was like it swam up on the beach, probably because it was sick though. And then somebody
Oh,
that we all know
vaguely.
cut this up into steaks. And I called them up and I was like,
Ooh.
"Yo, dude, I heard you got shark steaks." And they said, "Yep." And I went down and I picked them up, and dude, we got like 3 pounds. Dude, there were probably like grams of mercury in all of this. And then we marinated it in jerk sauce because we thought
Was it
that'd
good?
be good.
Did we like it? Were you psyched on it?
Eh,
No.
wasn't that good.
Yeah.
It's not like tuna. It's not like I'm like, oh, I gotta have shark now.
Yeah, I've
If
heard-
shark's on the menu, I'm getting it.
No, I don't.
You don't want beef with sharks.
The whole shark fin soup or I don't know.
Long distance swimming. Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
should. Never mind.
Surfing. You know, I don't want
Surfing
them-
feels less risky, even though I don't know if it actually is or not. But
I don't
long
know.
distance swimming or like swimming out in the ocean feels the sketchiest to me.
Surfing feels so much less risky. Although I guess
bet they're in the
Maybe
surf
just
line.
more like it's almost like ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, right? Like you don't see as much, you don't feel as much when you
see me,
exactly. They don't see you as
feel
much.
me, touch me,
Yeah.
heal me.
And I think maybe it depends on where you're surfing. It might be,
True.
you know, you're in Hawaii
Maybe I'm
where
just
you
looking
look like
for
a big old
excuses.
seal,
Yeah,
Why
but
long distance swimming
seal
is
or a big old turtle
not cool.
floundering around.
I mean, I
Tiger
guess
shark.
I guess a big part of it is I just feel like after you get attacked by a shark, I definitely want to have a surfboard with me. You know,
Yeah, that
I agree
too.
with you. Yeah,
Like-
that's true.
Probably way more likely to survive
Yeah.
an initial attack than just getting like blasted.
tell you what though, I don't be long distance swimming in the ocean anymore. I don't be long distance
I
swimming
wasn't doing
anywhere.
that too much, to be honest, in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I really would like push back against that now. I would not. I have no interest in like.
The only time I
Ocean
ever long
swimming.
distance swam in the ocean was for lifeguard tryouts.
That's the longest you've ever done?
Yes, never done peer to peer.
Never.
No,
I don't think I have either.
Really?
never done the the Dawn Burn swim. Never done the mega the.
I've done the
Jerry
mega.
Lundy, the Monster Mile.
That's not that much swimming.
You've done the Monster Mile though.
Yeah.
You don't catch me doing that type of thing, dude.
The
Done
mega
peer to
is too
peer.
much. The mega is too much swimming.
When I
for
was a
me.
junior guard instructor, I told my kids that I wouldn't do the Monster Mile if I was them. I was like, it's cold, dude. I was like, you wouldn't catch me doing that. But good for you guys.
And were they fired up?
I mean, I don't know, I guess.
That was such a fun year.
Yeah, you were there. Me and you worked a lot together. That was tight.
Yeah, I
dude.
was able to sub a lot that year. That was
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun.
Walk everywhere. That was my motto. We
That
walked
was-
to G Street, dude. That was so sick.
That was such a fun like a big reason why now too I'm not into going to be junior guards is it's not like my group of people, you know, it's like a bunch of younger kids that are doing their own thing. And
Oh,
but that was like you, Sean McCoy, Tim Ecker, Jen Bloomfield.
so dude, my job is like not so certain right now. If I get fired around New Year's, I might come back. I might be lifeguarding again. I might be tower guarding.
You're gonna try out?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I mean, if I can't get another job, I might as well, right? Because then I can go
you
through
could probably
BLA.
talk to Mike Ure about something like that, where you did that, and he might just like reinstate you.
I just go.
Like-
No, I want to go through BLA. What's up, guys? I'm here.
That'd be so awesome, David.
Maybe I mean, because if I don't have another job, I just start doing it.
Mm-hmm. Why
Make
not?
make a little extra dough. Have some fun.
You
I
could,
think
you could
I think-
permanently get put in CDM if you wanted.
I'd want to either do junior guards or be on the boats.
But if you had to tower guard again, what division are you going to?
D1 for sure, 100%.
You're gonna work.
Not that hard, dude. Trust me.
Unit guard rolls up.
I know
and
what's
be
up.
like, hey guys, you want to just? Can you guys go do that?
No, I mean, the thing about Division 1 is it's like
I'm on break, guys.
it's very consistent, and like
I'm on Smoko.
if you try hard, you can like kind of go the day there without doing that much. Like,
It'd be so funny, David, if you did that and you came back from like a break and your unit like left you dirty water. Like how old unit guards would have like left tower guards like, oh, we're just not gonna.
I don't think I would care, dude.
If they were like,
I think I'm at a place in my life where I don't think I would care very much about anything that happens there.
No,
I mean, unless
I
a
could see you
potential
being-
supervisors listen to this, and then I would care a lot.
I could see you being like, hey, you go do that. But
I don't think so. I think I would just.
You don't think so?
I might sulk about it.
You're a
but
pretty
probably
real
barely.
person, David. You're pretty real.
Yeah, but I also feel like I just don't care, and I would rather probably just go take care of it myself. And,
Yeah.
You know,
I could see that too.
I'd maybe ask for a PA.
Hey, dude, I would be so stoked if you came
That'd be
back.
awesome.
Even though I'm
I don't know
probably
anybody who's
coming
ever
back.
done that. right? There was one guy who got fired when he went to go to the military, right? I think.
There's been people, I think, who have retried out.
And worked and come back to work full time. What if I became a full time lifeguard?
No, not Jeff Crossan. He didn't do that, did he?
No.
But he did come back after for a couple of years.
I think it's good etiquette to not call people out by first and last name and to be vague about them.
You're right. Well, all I said was his name.
Steve, Joe.
I mean, but you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who all wants to be mentioned on the internet and the dark
Steve
web.
Crosby.
Yeah. Nash and
And
Young.
Nash.
I'm going to post this on the dark web tonight.
Our good buddy Steve Crosby.
Well, how do you guys feel about pausing this recording, taking a breather,
We have that.
and then coming back for a little bit of cart?
Yeah. I'm
Thank
down.
you for watching.
Everybody, it's been real. Hold on, let's go back to the
It's
intro.
been fun.
All
Thank you for
right.
tuning in. Like and subscribe always. We love you.